Hi, Abdul Wahab.
Hi.
It's nice to see you here today on our Web Summit.
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
I would like to know more about your startup. It's on alpha stage.
Yeah.
Can you introduce yourself and tell about your startup?
Okay, so I am Abdul Wahab. I'm based in Oslo, Norway. But 2 years ago, I started into an MBA program in Spain, where I met my partner. And we started this as almost a school project, where we worked on this project where we wanted to create a fintech we both were interested in. And so we found this startup called FORUS. FORUS is Arabic for opportunities, and that's what we are. We are opportunities for SMEs in Saudi Arabia. So a few months ago we got sandbox license from SAMA. SAMA is central bank in Saudi Arabia. So the whole concept of this startup is that it's a peer-to-peer lending platform. SMEs, meaning small and medium enterprises, will come onto our website. They will list their projects where they need some funding for, and then common people will come and they will fund these projects to finance they will finance the project. And in return, these investors will get back the profit when they invest in these projects.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the basic concept. When we talk about the market, there is a Jadwa investment report that has been published. It says that SME market in Saudi Arabia, it's a 484 billion Saudi Riyal size of market.
Oh, billion, so it's quite huge, probably, yes?
Quite huge. It's around, in US dollar, it's 120 billion. And
so this is the potential of the market.
This is the potential of the market. And the most important thing is that 95% of these SMEs do not have access to finance through traditional banking. So they will have to come up with the finance themselves. Or bank either doesn't have a product for them, or it's too small for bank to finance them. That's where FORUS comes in. Okay. And this 95% is an untapped market. And you might have heard about 2030 vision in Saudi Arabia, where they want to diversify the economy as well.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where we can bring a lot to the table, because according to the report, currently in 2016 there was the contribution to GDP of SMEs was around 20%. Mm-hmm. And according to Vision 2030, they want to raise the level of the contribution to GDP from SMEs to 35%. Mm-hmm. And to do that, they need finance. And that's where FORUS will provide them finance to reach their full potential.
And you're already on the, not already, but you're on alpha stage.
Yeah.
So it means you're searching for funding that will be less than $1 million US.
So there is a limit of how much they can get. There is, so we are currently in sandbox period, where the maximum they can get is 2.5 million Saudi Riyal. Mm-hmm. And 2.5 million Saudi Riyal means that I'm not sure how much it will
approximately in US dollars or euros.
I wouldn't know exact conversion,
right.
so
okay.
let's. I saw the other one earlier, so I remember how much is 484,
okay.
But this one I don't remember.
Mm-hmm.
But it's around 2.5 million Saudi Riyal that they can get. But this is for sandbox period. Mm-hmm. Hopefully when we get out of sandbox periods, and soon enough we will have some more, we will raise the level of the finance that they can get.
Mm-hmm. But you already raised the amount of money, yeah? That amount of money that you're already going with it?
So we are about to launch. So we haven't launched.
Yeah.
It's soon enough we will launch. Currently, we have just finished our seeding round. Mm-hmm. We were funded by a few investors, and it was at a valuation of 14 million Saudi Riyal.
14 millions. It's 14 millions.
14.
For 1-4.
1-4.
Yeah.
14 million Saudi riyal.
And how many? How much it's for the US dollars?
US dollar will be
Approximately.
It would be, I think it will be around 4 million.
Yeah,
4 million?
Yeah, so
I think
good.
so.
Yeah, that's
4
4
million.
million. That's
US
a sort
dollar.
of evaluation for the startup.
Yes, it's a good valuation, and we are happy. I'm now quitting. I've quit my job already from Norway, and I'm moving down to Saudi Arabia soon enough.
Because of the startup, so you
because
started.
of the startup,
yeah,
yes.
and you stopped the job that was in Norway. Norway, it's good to have a job in Norway if you're working.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, that's very good and successful.
It's a big step for me. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that's all about the that's all about the startups. Actually.
That's all about the startup life. Yes. My partner has already started full time in this in FORUS, and we also have other employees. And we have some offshore teams that are working for us for development, and we have an amazing team that is now moving toward the launch of our product very soon in Saudi Arabia.
And maybe more personal question about the startup. How did you come up? How do you decided to leave your job and start your continue with your startup? Did you need the courage to make that step?
Exactly. It's you need a lot of courage to do this, and I have a family also. I have 3 kids.
Wow,
and,
you have 3 kids. Oh.
Yeah, I have 3 kids. Everyone is based in Norway.
Oh, God bless.
Everyone has to move to Saudi Arabia, but I saw this. I believed in this startup, and that's why I'm taking all the risk. Obviously, it's a big step. I had to think a lot, but I decided that this is what I want to do with my life, and this is the time I can do this with my life, or else it will be too late for me. The exact reason I started actually in MBA in IE business school was that I wanted to pursue something within the entrepreneurship, this line. And then I met Nusayba. Nusayba Al-Raji is my partner's name, and then we decided to go for this startup, and here we are. Mm-hmm. Both have quit. She was working as a head of, I think she was working as a head of marketing, and then head custodian. She was promoted to head custodian in a bank called Al Bilad. She quit that, started working fully here.
So it was also good position.
Very good position. She had a very good position, and we decided that once we decide to move, one of us move in, second will automatically move in. So.
And today we are on the Web Summit.
Yeah.
Today is the last day. And how did you find that 3 days here on Web Summit, especially as for the startup, from perspective of startup? Is it dare to come to a Web Summit if you're a startup, or maybe be a small entrepreneur, or as a person, as from your perspective?
I think this is an amazing conference. I can say that I've never been to a technology conference that is of this level. You get inspired by other startups who are actually at your level. You can look up to see other big companies that can provide you solutions, and so it's all in all, it's kind of an ecosystem. You know, you have every solution that you're looking for. You can find other people who are working doing exactly the same thing. I found a P2P lending platform from Portugal, whom we discussed a few ideas about the problems that we are having, and they are also having the same problem, how they are solving that. So I think it's an amazing opportunity, and hopefully I will come back next year to just
But I think next year you'll already come with the beta.
Hopefully, yes.
Yeah.
Better. It should be better. Yes.
Yeah, it's because the better with because we can explain that there are different type of startups. We have alpha.
Yeah.
It's or maybe you can explain about it because I'm not sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the first one is alpha. Okay, and the second one is beta.
It is first one. It is they ask for the funding less than $1 million US, yeah, and the beta is more than or.
I'm a bit unsure what's the threshold there, but they are in a later stage. I mean, they are not pre-revenue. They have already established and they have some revenue. They are getting. So that's why they are beta. I think so. I need to check this again. But alpha, beta. Hopefully next year we will be beta. But my goal to come here to Web Summit was actually to find other companies like us to see how this problem is being solved all around the world and to get inspired. And that's something that I believe I have achieved. That was my main goal here.
Yeah, I agree with you because when you're in your environment, in your city, in your country, and you are maybe alone, or maybe it's sometimes you are not motivated and you're not inspired. But when you come here, you can see startups all around and see that they're on the same wave, and you feel that energy, and then you, okay, I will do this. It's like a small push that is also necessary, and also very good for the networking, I think.
Yes, exactly. It's networking is actually what you have. Also, I have now this big bunk of cars that I would connect to, and these are the people. I met you yesterday as well. So it's and you never know whom you meet and how much we can, how we can connect, how the common things we have. Every person have a story here, every person, and that's amazing about this. It's like if you just stop one person, he will tell you amazing story that you will get mesmerized with, and that's what's good with this Web Summit, I think so.
Yeah. Thank you, Abdul Wahab.
Thank you
very
much.
It was very nice and great to see you. I wish you good luck and hope we meet here next year and we'll make a same interview.
Hopefully.
And you'll tell about what happened during this year.
Yes, I will do that. Thank you very much. Thank you.